time, we've been joined by USF coach Willie Taggart. The Bulls are 2-6 overall, 2-2 in the American Athletic Conference. USF was in action last Thursday against Houston. Houston won the game 35-23. Bulls have an open date this week. Their next game will be November 16th against Memphis. Coach, thanks for joining us on the call. If you could take a minute to tie up the game against Houston. And then, as we mentioned earlier, Marvin Kloss is the American Special Teams Player of the Week. If you could maybe briefly comment on his performance and let us know your plans for the open week as you get ready for Memphis on the 16th, please.
Well, I thought against the game against Houston, we didn't play well enough as a football team to beat a team like Houston. We had too many penalties where we beat ourselves when we had things going. There were momentum changing penalties that killed us in that ball game. And like I said, you can't have 19 penalties and expect to win a ball game. And again, we didn't make enough plays there, like I said, to win that ball game against a really good football team. But I thought overall as a team we're continuing to get better. We just wasn't good enough that day to win that game. I thought Marvin Money Kloss has been doing what he's been doing for his football team all year long, and I think that award is warranted for all the hard work he's done, and he's been special for us, and we're going to continue to need him as we go through these next 4 ball games.
Take questions for Coach Taggart, please. Hit *1 on your telephone to join the queue. The operator will introduce you.
And we'll hear from Joey Knight with Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, with the offensive momentum y'all seem to gain at Houston, do you almost wish you could play this week?
Yeah. Again, we're pretty healthy, and the way that we did some good things offensively, you want to continue to go. But also, part of you want to play, but part of you want to give a chance to really give Michael some work. It was really good to see him go and perform the way he did in such a short week, and you can only imagine him having more time running the offense of some of the things he can do for us. So I think it's going to help us too. You would like to get back out and play, especially losing the way we lost, and you want to get back out and play again. But we could use this time to continue to get better.
And I think you just answered this. Y'all were pretty healthy coming out of that game?
Yes, we were. We had some usual bumps and bruises, but we're pretty healthy.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll move on to Joey Johnston with Tampa Tribune.
Yeah, well, at the end of the Houston game, there was the offensive pass interference call on Andre Davis that knocked out what might have been the go-ahead touchdown. And then on Houston's next possession, they had what looked like a similar play, offensive pass interference, and the official picked up the flag. I mean, was that explained to you to satisfy you, kind of those two plays? A lot of fans are saying they look very similar. What was the difference? Why was one called and why was another not called?
I think that's a question you got to ask those guys. The one on our sideline was explained to me that there was incidental contact all the way down the field, and apparently that was happening on the other one too. So I think you get a better answer from the official. They look very similar, both of them.
Yeah. And on your
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
On your penalties overall, obviously 19 is way too many. But is there any commonalities that you see in the whole thing? Is it a lot of things that are correctable, or things that
it is
changed? What? Yeah.
No, it is. A lot of them was just playing hard. Some of the face masks, I wouldn't say they were. They wasn't like guys dragging them down from the face masks. They accidentally got their hand on there and it came off quick, but they did get it on there, but it wasn't anything flagrant, but playing hard, the ones that kill you is the false starts, and the holdings, those things are just being disciplined, and part of it for us offensively was our quarterback just allowing our guys to get set at times, and those things, we anticipated having some freshman mistakes by Michael, and again, some of them came at critical times for it, but those all the things that can be corrected and will be corrected. But there's too many, and there's a lot of them was warranted on our part.
Yeah, thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Taggart, please? Coach, well, thank you for your time. Oh, we did have something come in. Hold on just a minute,
Okay.
if you would.
We'll hear from Joey Johnston with Tampa Tribune.
Yeah, one more, Coach, if I could. Chris Dunkley really had some nice moments in the return game. Did he show you enough to think he could be the guy that you'll put back there the rest of the season? And just talk about his progress there.
Oh, he will be. You know, the beauty of Chris is he got the ball and just took off and ran, you know, without really thinking, and that was good to see. You know, it wasn't a lot of hesitation. It was catch the ball, get north to south, and it got some big yards for us and gave us some momentum. I mean, it was things that we hadn't had all year, and it was good to see, you know, both punt return and kick return. And yeah, we'll have Chris back there more often, and hopefully it's the game that really kickstart Chris to get started and be the playmaker we all expected for him to be.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, well, thank you for the time this week. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, and that is USF with an open date. Next game for the Bulls will be November 16th against Memphis.